All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of D&D Unresting the Unresting. Welcome to the Unresting Earth. A little bit of background information. Our players consist of three right now. We have Gorvim, the Soulbound Ranger. We have Kaelar, the Wardkeeper Wizard, and Fier, the Corrupted Swarm Druid. Or sorry, the Blighted Swarm Druid. And our party is sort of right now consisting of those characters within a realm that shall be called in the future as the Shadowfell. But yeah, sit back and enjoy just a little bit of a zombie show that we're about to put on. But until then, I'll kind of explain a little bit of the world. So this world takes place before before Mistral dies. So right before that happens, and magic is so as it at its most potent, but it's also very corrupted here. Healing and divinity worked very weird, and sometimes they even work against you. Most people and gods seem to have fallen silent, and zombies and undeads are known as hollowborns or hollow husks, and they evolve, they adapt. Think Resident Evil meets D&D, basically. But let me go ahead and throw this on. Up a bit. There we are. Just a little tense music, nothing too tense. And the rest of our party should be showing up here soon, but we can go ahead and start with Kaelar. Even though he is by himself right now, go ahead and start with that. Popping up. Let me go ahead and activate this. And Kaelar, you have woken up yet another dream. But you wake up in a wooded village surrounded, because I think the last thing we did was you guys bought a bunch of weapons, and then I think you guys took a long rest because of, encounters with the undead. Sure, that's correct, because I don't want to be talking out of my ass. All right. So Kaelar, we're gonna start with you, if you're prepared. You sort of wake up after a long rest, and because I think the last thing you guys did was you guys fought, shopped, and then you guys went to bed. I think that was it. Correct me if I'm wrong. How does it feel when you wake up in the morning with a cold sweat, having the same dream you had before of the woman screeching as she is dragged away into the darkness away from you by a horde of hollow husks? What does it yeah. Kaelar, You also bought a new weapon. Would you like to share what that weapon is? My bad. Oh. You wake up with that fancy pistol. It's cold steel resting wherever you rested it. And there's a moment when you glance at it. It's like you hear your own thought. And it says, with this, you can do more than protect. That's it. Doesn't force you to do anything or anything along those lines. You just kind of hear that voice in your head. Eventually calm down enough to where you can walk out into the wooded forest. As in this city, which, for those of us that are joining it, this city, druidic grove within a dead forest called Morrow Hollow. It once went by a different name and was once a seat of druids and dryads and earth speakers. But when the corruption warping fauna alike, now renamed Morrow Hollow, a wild bastion of survival where nature and death are intertwined. So, you wake up and you have that gun. Would you like to go look around the town a little bit more? Because I know you guys mainly just kind of looked around and saw like there was a shop, there was a this, there was a that sort of thing. So if you would like to like actually go around and look around, it's early in the morning if you want to. Sarah is sleeping in her own room and Gorvim is also sleeping in. If you would, but if you would like to go look around, since really all you've done is sort of shopped, you're free to look around the city now and discover what the city has to offer. If you're so inclined to. Okay. Yeah, you sort of walk around town, just sort of pick a house. Little, gotcha. All right, one moment. Go. And I want that. Okay, perfect. Okay, as you sort of walk over to this hut, you are seeing that it is a potions and poison shop, and it goes by the name of Leaves of a Vine, Reds of the Root. Would you like to go in? They are open. As you walk inside, it is very dusty, it is dingy, and oh, As you sort of walk in, it is very dusty, and you see potion bottles lining the racks themselves. You see some hanging from like strings from the roof itself. There's so many potion bottles, most empty, but not all. And you hear something behind the counter scraping. Correct. As you walk behind the counter, you like to stealth. Or sorry, not counter. As you walk up toward it, would you like? Okay. Walk up. You see this like gray robed figure, completely covered. They're hunched over and they're scraping against like wood on the ground. They have like a large humpback, is what it looks like. Hear them say, "Oh, Garg." It stops immediately, and you are immediately greeted by a, "Oh, hello. The name's oh old. I'm old. One moment. Let me put my face." You eventually hear what sounds like the scraping come to an end. Something is put back into place, and you are greeted with this very old and wrinkly white hairs coming down her face with green reptilian skin as you are greeted by a green kobold. Name's Olga Holga. Olga. Olga. All one word. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, you here for potion? You here for poison? You here for something else? I help with all types of illnesses, including those that most don't wish to. Yes, I love to give to the people who truly need it. Roll an insight check if you'd like. Wonderful. Yeah, the most kobold you've ever seen. Honestly, possibly is the reason why kobolds are defined as what they are defined. Oh, I see you have a woman with you, as Sarah will walk in. Hello, Sarah. You just woke up from a long rest. Um, Name's Olga Holga, and I'm the alchemist here in the city. I've never met you before. You're a weird thing, aren't you? She says at Sarah. Oh, maybe in another time, perhaps. Are any of you interested in any of my concoctions or anything? Okay. Of course. I have some cradle sap elixirs, some root rot smoke bombs, some spine spawn serum, and some worm wine that just came in. Don't ask me where I got it, because I don't want to tell. I like you. With these old bones, though, I probably forgot. Oh, you're interested? Hell, most people aren't interested in my worm wine. Oh well. For a vial of fermented worm wine, I will charge you only 5 gold. Generosity will get you everywhere, young lady. Or is it elderly lady? I can't tell with you. By choice? Oh well. Well, I mean, I can't help you with seeking out your own answers, but I do have some elixirs that might help you. Have you heard of Dreamroot? Yes. Go ahead and roll me either a nature or history check, please. No worries. At least we can still hear you. With an 11. Yeah. I'll say, yeah, you don't really have too much information on Dreamroot other than that it is a plant. It is an alchemical supply. That's about it. Yeah. It was nature. Yeah, nature or history what I would need. You're fine. You're fine. Nice. So that is funny. It did do that. That's weird. Anyway. No. So with could possibly be the app, but anyway, with Dirty 20, you get that a Dreamroot is a twisted parasitic vine with translucent thread-like roots, pale silver, blue leaves that shimmer as if it were moving through water. It normally feeds off of the subconscious. Normally, people would craft these into dream catchers to hopefully stop the implications of nightmares. Yep, it can be refined into a more potent brew known as just refined dream root, and when drank, you gain the ability to revisit one own's memory or another creature's past if they are willing. Please note this always comes with risk. There is a risk that doing so may bring back the hollow husks of the past. She looks at you with her eyes glazed over and she says, "At least I didn't have to explain it to you."
More thing I'm looking for. They're kind of hard to find.
Yes.
And I like signal for her to come closer so I could whisper.
You see, she sort of like gets up onto the counter as she is very short and like stretches her body as much as dangling off the edge. Says, "Yes."
I'm looking for a poisoner's kit.
Well, I have one.
I'd like to keep it on the low.
Which poisoner's kit would you like? As she just says out loud.
Just a basic one.
Understood. Here you are. This will be 5 silver.
Then how much is it for the root?
The dream root? I do not have it.
Yes.
But if you're willing to get me some, I can refine it for you for free if you bring me some.
I will keep my eye out for it then.
Of course. If you're interested, it can be found within the forest. Near the ruins of the Somber Grove. It used to be an old druidic encampment. Sarah, make me a history check with advantage.
Just a second. I'm grabbing a pencil.
No worries.
History check.
Yep, with advantage.
Gotcha. 18.
You know that place well, Sarah. Because that's where you crawled out of your own grave.
I suppose we may have to backtrack a bit. We don't have to at this immediate moment, but...
It's not too far, maybe like a day's journey, but the Somber Grove is where most of the dream root grows, but do be careful if you do go there, of course. I wouldn't want you all to die, and then I'd have no customers.
It is very dangerous through that way.
You're a naturey type of gal. Tell me, do druids have a way to move buildings?
I'm sure the magic for it exists. There are some druids that are capable of moving the earth itself, or the ground itself, since this is an earth.
Wonderful. Well, until that magic has been sought, I will just have to keep doing it the hard way. I'm about to leave here and head over to the other town. Not too close, but I'll get there eventually. Stone Wake. I'll be heading out later on. We'll say in a couple days or so. So if you get some while I'm here, feel free to bring it over. If not, I'll see you in Stone Wake. If you have any.
Understood.
Do you want any other healing potions or factors or anything like that?
I believe I'm good. If
I think
you're
I'm all
gonna give me
squared
things.
away. Just the poisoner's kit, which you said was 4 silver, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have any silver, so here's a gold.
Oh, simple, darling. You just do this. She sets the gold on the counter. She smacks it, and it splits into silver. Simple.
What
She
the
hands
fuck?
you some silver back.
That is
It's just
an impressive
it's
trick.
just a magic trick, darling. I had the silver under the table the entire time. Don't worry.
I don't fucking believe her. I think she
like
just did
this
some
one.
crazy shit. I like this. I like this shop.
Well, since you're not interested in any of my healing, most people don't really want it anymore because most people are afraid of magic and where this potion comes from. But you all seem relatively battle worn, correct? Like I can see some scars along your bodies. As she looks at Sarah's like twisted arm, and she looks at like Kaelar's fucking anything.
My runes everywhere, all
Yeah,
over my body.
just carved in.
It has been a perilous journey.
I do have potions that used to be used by the old mages societies and towers if you're interested. I believe they were called spell milk? No, mana. Mana potions.
Would I be familiar with the mana potion, Christian, or
You
is
are
that before
most
me even?
you are most welcome to roll a history check.
Especially since you have alchemist tools proficiency, it's definitely possible.
26.
Damn.
Yeah, you've heard of them. It appears as milky, faintly glowing liquid collected from fungal sacs. Smells earthly and sweet, strangely sweet when drank. You gain a certain amount of magic back into your body when drinking them. They are called potions of arcane recovery, but they are made from spore milk. It used to be grown within mages' towers and cities that had a lot of magical practitioners.
So I obviously know things can happen between then and now, but as far as I know, consuming it is safe, right?
Yeah, as far as you know, consuming it is safe. The only issue, the reason why she's like this is because magic in
Yeah,
of its whole
magic.
is so corrupted right
Yep.
now that most people don't care to have it back.
How much would you like for those?
Well, I only have minors right now, so I can give you a pack of 5 for 10 gold.
I will give you 15 gold. I love you, baby. You got that?
Sweetheart, you're truly too kind. Would you like anything else, Sarah?
I believe I'm all set.
Gorvim wants anything? Him real quick.
I'm glad that made you mad.
Oh.
It was just me and you when I got the gun, right?
Yep.
You've already.
gun?
You're familiar with that.
Yeah,
think
My
so.
gun that I got last time.
that is correct. Sarah was here.
I thought that was us. I was just making. There's a.
It's a rather fancy looking tool.
There might be a photo of it up there somewhere. I can't remember.
It's in the Discord, yeah.
So, hey Sarah,
Yes.
if we run into Vicky again,
Mm-hmm.
do you think we tell her that her son appears to be working in a shop? Or do we keep our nose out of that?
Rub it in.
It does seem to be her sole purpose. She just wants to be with her child
Yeah.
and her husband.
Wonder what'll happen if she comes in here shotgun blazing, though. You've got my boy type situation, you know? That might be something we need to negotiate and not just pass on.
Yeah, it's definitely worth mentioning if we see her again that this isn't the kind of place to go guns blazing.
Something tells me we'll definitely see her again. I can feel it in my wards. Ba-ba-bum-ch.
If you search Potion of Arcane Recovery, you will find it now. It is common rarity.
You said 5 of them, right?
Correct.
What? That's fucking neat.
What?
That potion. Alright.
Go. I did change something on it. May just have to re-find it again. But instead of it being 1 spell slot, you get to restore.
Oh, do I want to talk to the pigs? It's a good question to myself. The animals can tell you a lot. That might not be obvious sometimes.
Animals,
the
I would
pigs?
imagine, have a whole different perspective.
You wish to talk to the pigs or animals? I did change it. So this is essentially what I changed it. Instead of you gaining just 1, roll a d4. Those slots you can kind of like Arcane Recovery. You get so much equal to that number. So if you roll a max, which is 4, you can get 1 4th level, or a 3rd and a 1st, or 3 1st level.
Any combination of what you rolled.
Correct.
Cool. I will give one of these. I'll give 2 of these to Sarah.
Okay.
You can, as he said, he put them in, so you can find them in the inventory search if you want to actually read them. They're quite spicy. I like them a lot.
So Sarah, do you walk over to the pigs?
Yeah, I'll talk to some pigs.
Okay.
Cast the spell.
Second.
Well, I have to speak with animals.
Oh, I know.
Do you still? Oh yeah,
It's
no,
level
I'm sorry.
1.
That's a shepherd druid thing only. I apologize. I got mixed up. Shepherd druids just get to talk to animals, but that's kind of like their whole shtick.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
But
I believe
Sarah,
warlocks can too.
Sarah, if that interests you, there's definitely room for that to happen. Do you want to try some of your new power given to you by the Mother Root that she talked about? Or are you still too scared to do it?
I don't think it's the time yet.
Understood. Not for some pigs. So what
Hello, my fellow beasts of the earth.
So as you begin to talk to the pigs, what does this spell look like? As we've only ever seen Sarah do really offensive magic and healing magic. That's it. So what does this look like?
Good question. I hadn't thought about this one.
Is she like the full? Does she say like some like full on hocus pocus, like where she's just like doing like a mantra over and over to make a spell, or is it like she drinks a potion down, or she burns some incense real quick?
It'd be like, oh man, hang on.
You're fine. You're
Trying to
fine.
think how to word it.
You're complete. You let me know how your spell looks like. But while you do, what is it you would like to say to the pig?
So it's just like the wind picks up a little bit
Okay.
whenever I start the verbals of it.
Hmm?
And just like any typical witch, it's got to be some kind of rhyme.
What's your rhyme?
And it's
Would you like some help with some witchy rhymes?
let's get to the point. I wish to understand the oink.
All right, for that one, I'm taking away DM Bardic Inspiration. I'm taking it away for that one. But yes, your spell goes through.
Hello, my
All right.
my fellow beasts of the earth, or the land.
Mm-hmm.
How are you this day?
Hold on, I'm recovering.
You're good.
Fucking Dylan over there immediately. All right, Christian, I want to also rhyme with all my spells. All right.
So
I don't
like
have
Margaret
that. I
Sarah
don't
with
have that
level
all
3
stuff, dude.
fireball.
I played instruments. I didn't fucking. I can't do that.
All right. So with this spell activating, you begin to reach out and you repeat again what you said because your rhyme threw me the fuck off. What are you wanting to ask these pigs?
I start off just by greeting them and asking them how this day goes.
You see. Hey, let me spawn some pigs in real quick. There. That's actually how big pigs are. They're medium-sized creatures, so
It's a fierce-looking pig.
Jesus.
they're medium-sized. I mean, anyway. This
My God.
this pig will walk
One
up
just
to
taking
you.
a nap back there.
This pig will walk up to you, and its oinks begin to translate into words to you, Sarah, and you hear, "I am perfectly fine. How goes it, sister of Earth?"
So far, so good. Seems to be a nice town. Have you been in this place long?
My life is here. Follow the great oink.
Understood. And I know there might.
Oh. Here goes Tyler. Oh no, the robot has claimed another victim. Could just be this.
might be unusual things. My Discord died. Hang on.
You're good. You're good. You're good. I got you. You just see these pigs walk up to Sarah, and they're having a full-on oink. They're both snorting at each other as if they're understanding each other. I don't believe Kaelar has been around druids before. What's his take on druid magic so far?
Well, the stuff she was doing out in the field wasn't that weird, except for the shape shifting into a swarm of animals, which I would probably know is a little unusual even for a druid, right?
Yes.
But I have never seen anybody just get down and start oinking at something, and that was not a very obvious spell. So, as far as I know, she's lost her fucking mind. But druids are weird, so I'm not gonna question her. I trust that she knows what she's doing, or at least that I don't know. I can't talk to the pig. I mean,
Are you back, Sarah?
he did message and say he was switching to his phone.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll wait for that. While Sarah is talking to the pigs, Kaelar, you hear something? Well,
From the well.
yeah, it's soft.
There we go. Stupid. My internet's being weird.
It's all good.
What's it sound like?
Like a
My
woman.
internet?
It's no, Tyler, no. Tyler, it sounds like
Does the voice sound familiar?
no. Does not.
I will walk over to the edge of the well and look down. See how. I mean, if it's deeper than 60 feet, I still can't see anything. But
You look down, and you see something sparkling about 30 feet. But while you're looking at that, we get back to Sarah and the pig. Sarah, the pigs have stated they follow the Great Oink. What what is your response to that?
I don't think I've heard of such a being.
Understood. Not many of your kind do. My name is Sister Snort.
Ah, most nice to meet you, Sister Snort. I've come to ask you. I know this is a very unusual place, but have you seen anything unusual for such a place that doesn't seem to fit in?
Usual in this day and age when the dead oinking still happen. Dead pigs walk after they should die. Blasphemy. There is one strange occurrence that we animals have known. They're not. There's no undead city or village.
So this place must have some kind of protection from whatever evil lurks.
I do not know, but I would not
You're not responsible?
I would not stay here long. And no, we are not the responsible party. There seems to be something else at work here. Because not many visitors, such as yourself, last long. They either leave in a hurry or they're gone.
They're gone.
Yes,
Where do they go?
I do not know. You hear their oinking at night.
Where do you hear the oinks?
He points to the well, and then we cut back to the well.
Oh no.
Kaelar, as you're looking at the well, you see this like glittering object that's like reflecting light in this dried well. Are no longer hearing the sound of the voice calling toward you.
Sorry.
You said it just looks like something shiny. That's all I can tell, huh?
Yes.
You said it's 30 feet down.
Yes.
I think I'll probably just go back over to Sarah.
Yeah, you go back over to Sarah, and you see the Sarah and the pig have come to some sort of agreement, and the pig sort of snorts, and then you see like it backlegs some dirt and mud behind it, and then it walks away.
You see Sarah look cautiously towards the well, and then at you.
Do you know something about the well, Sarah? I heard a voice calling to me from there, and there's something, I don't know, shiny, magical down there.
These creatures say people either quickly leave or just disappear from this place. They claim to hear their oinks, which I think is what they call voices. They hear them from the well at night.
Well, it's probably a good thing I didn't hop in there then.
I believe something evil lurks.
Well, do you want to investigate it for them? Did they ask you to check it out, or did they just tell you about it?
They just answered the questions I asked.
Well, this is your village, right?
You see that one in the back over there?
Which one are you
There's
pointing
a
to? A house?
That's a righteous pig.
He's pointing
Oh,
at
yeah?
It's rare in these days. But I feel that I should investigate the well, yes.
I will literally just be standing there like... You know the confused Pikachu meme? Like,
Yes.
whenever you say something about a noble pig, I'm just like, what the fuck have I... In my head, I'm like, what have I gotten myself into?
You see the
And what-
pig.
When this bitch just told me
It's
this
a right.
pig is
I
no
said it's righteous.
righteous. That's worse. That means it's some kind of holy pig.
Yeah,
You see the pig
pig
sort
of
of
the
like
cloth.
you see,
A pig of the cloth.
you see the pig take a noble stroll around its enclosure and then just shit.
Oh, that's the third time I've had to mute my mic to laugh, Tyler. You're on one tonight. Oh. Oh God. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's investigate the well. I'm
Yes.
here to help you in any way I can.
I'm not fairly certain. It could just be, sounds they heard, but as a protector of the land, I have to investigate.
Allow me to go first.
Okay.
I'll
I'm gonna give you guidance to whatever you're about to do.
I'm just gonna Shadar-kai teleport down there.
Okay.
Oh. Well then. I guess I want to use my broom scythe, but I wanted to send like Mary Poppins.
Which way? Is the scythe pointing up or down?
Up.
Okay. As you sort of grab onto your broom, you naturally cackle like a witch, and it activates, and it slowly descends down, part of the blade scraping against the stone interior of the well as you slowly descend.
Probably sounds horrible.
Oh god damn it.
Game buffering.
Basically, yes. I was not expecting you both to go down there, which is funny.
Oh no.
Fine. It's
Going off
fine.
the rails is frightening.
It's fine.
Already,
it's
too, dude.
Fine.
We haven't
Fine.
even gotten out of the village yet, Tyler.
I'm sure everything is fine. I'm sure.
Just remember, running is an option.
True.
Just remember, you'll be called a bitch for it.
Also probably true.
I'm gonna turn into a bunny and get it. I'm gonna get on out of there.
Creepy crawly crawling right on out, dude.
Depending if I don't have to eat up all my wild shape charges first.
I guess it'll depend on if we get in combat when we get to the bottom here. We will be in tight quarters.
Trying to find that map. When you have so many maps, you have to choose.
Okay, fair.
He's got a bunch of different like cave systems.
Which
and
one do
stuff.
I want to kill you all in today?
He's like, which one could I fit the most ambushes and traps into?
Right. Where can I hide the bodies and create the least amount of stank from the well?
Just to put a
This
little
one has
trauma
clay
here.
interior, but this one has a
Little
wooded
trauma there.
interior. This one
Little
has
I also like
here.
a mine shaft. That's different. Mine shaft or cave system.
Truth. What you know about the shaft?
We're gonna find all his children miners.
Yeah. That's what you're gonna
Did you bring-
find.
Did you bring the baby oil?
I'm always ready.
Gotta
Hot
get him
and
out of
ready,
those chains
sir.
somehow, dude. So we can free him, of course.
Call me Little Caesars.
Little skeezers. Hot and ready and full of Hep C if you live in my hometown, dude. Oh no, he had to pause the game session. We're fucking cooked.
No. Oh. Yeah, I can't use that one. Too soon for that one.
He's a little too much trauma on that one.
Oh, we'll go with that.
There was only 4 Tarrasque on it, dude. And
Only
a
4?
zombie Tarrasque. And they all have 4 legendary actions a turn.
Only 4?
Well,
Yeah,
that's because they
only
have
4?
7 legendary resistances.
That's because they're not in their lair.
Yeah,
They're in their lair. It's
Don't
12
worry,
and,
dude.
it's 12 and 12.
their bonus action is called You've Angered the DM, and they bite you, right? And it has a plus 27 to hit. And then you get teleported to their lair, which is just whichever environment is most likely to kill your player race.
So a corpse Tarask with a necromancer pilot in it, and the Tarask is its own domain.
Yeah, it's basically Big O, the anime. From 1990, whatever. 10 points if you recognize the call out.
5 if state this.
Oh god. No, that would be 100 because I can't even do that. That was one of those shows I watched on Adult Swim when I was way too young to be watching Adult Swim.
I miss Samurai Jack.
Ah, same.
It's mainly the loading screen.
You're good. You ain't got to explain it to me. I understand.
As you crest 15 feet down the well, it opens up into this giant cavernous space, which is another 15 feet down. And there, at the bottom, you are on like this sort of like land pit in the center of this like small, like this collection of water that's rushing in from this underground water reservoir, that I'll show you in a second. But you are next to whatever is glowing, or was sorry, I shouldn't say glowing. It was reflecting light. It's not actively producing.
Something shiny.
Right,
You know,
that's copyright.
we like shiny. Unless it's like an anglerfish, man. It's an anglerfish, man? Damn.
Oh.
That's some shit out of Fallout. Speaking of which, December we're getting season 2. Pretty excited.
You know what would have been an intelligent thing to do, Sarah? Call
What's
out
that?
my familiar and send his ass down here, but I'm an idiot.
Instead of your full ass body.
I forgot that I had that. I picked that up after the fact. I have to remember that it exists.
I don't exactly have Salem out either. My cat, my black cat.
I
Yeah.
like to think, no, you do have Salem out. It's just whenever there could be a moment where Salem could be used, Salem is nowhere to be found.
And don't forget
Yeah, that
about my
sounds
fancy
right.
hair clip.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the hand.
yeah, the hand that's in her hair.
Okay.
We've all
He's
made
still
mistakes.
around.
We've all made mistakes.
He just probably didn't feel
we
comfortable
go.
in the middle of the town, you know, so he didn't want to make himself obvious.
Where you guys land?
Ah, it's a lot of water. That's why this is a good well, I guess.
Understood.
Only option really is to just get on the broom. If we are choosing to advance forward, there's no way back up beyond flying or teleporting.
I mean,
is there?
there's the bucket with the rope attached to it.
Oh, it is down?
Yep.
Okay. I was like, I didn't check to see if the bucket roof was down, so thank God it is.
Technically speaking, I can't even teleport back up because all I can see is the sky. I can't see anything to touch, right?
Correct.
Sarah's relatively small. As long as you're not like a huge character, we both might be able to ride on the broom. I think
I'm
it can
not
carry like
huge.
500 pounds.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I am unfortunately carrying a rather hefty bag of holding. But in a worst case scenario, I could probably drop the bag and we could.
As you
The bag
guys
holding?
land, and are talking about bags of holding and their weights, you guys are greeted with that sparkling thing at the bottom of the well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's the shiny.
Before anybody. Oh wait, I think it's a touch spell actually. Now that I'm about to say that.
Okay.
That's okay. So before we touch it, I would like to identify it, but I still don't want to touch it, so instead I will call out the familiar that I should have called out to begin with.
Yeah.
And then it will roost on the item, and I can cast touch spells through it, and I
Alright.
will identify it that
You
way.
can, if you're able to, go ahead and add to your extras, like a familiar and make it an owl. And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna spawn in an owl for right now.
Oh yeah, that's fine. It does not need to be anything.
That way I can find it later on.
Yeah.
And you can name it.
Salem don't like water. I suppose.
I like the new picture for the new owls. I don't know, which do you like? Do you like old owl or new owl?
So I feel like new
Give me
owl is
whichever one
more
you like better.
detailed.
Okay, I like new owl.
All right, floor it.
Here we go.
But as a previous legacy player, I
Oops,
do
my
have a
bad.
keen. Oh my god!
My bad.
I
Don't
got
worry.
Scared.
Don't worry.
It's right behind me, isn't it?
my bad. My bad.
The first time you're seeing this, Sarah, so whenever I summon it, it's a little, because they're tiny, but it's an owl, and he looks kind of just like me, but if I was an owl.
The resemblance is uncanny.
Right?
I think if we're proceeding with all this water,
you would like to identify
I
it,
have to
correct?
turn into a crocodile.
Yes. Is this water at our feet?
There. So
Around
what
us.
you guys are standing on is solid earth, but then around you is water.
Because you can see
Okay.
the current coming down that system there.
Yeah, I will. I'll have that. I'll identify through the owl the item that drew us down here.
Understood. As you go to do
There's
that,
some strange ripples in what would be the deepest, darkest part. I can turn into an alligator.
you can,
Or
yeah,
crocodile.
you can turn into an alligator and,
What's crocodile?
or yeah, whatever.
Can you turn into a swarm of crocodiles?
To be announced.
There
There is
still
there,
wants to get
there
more
is a
form, buddy.
there is a swarm of piranhas, but I think it's higher CR. As you begin to have your owl, that is unnamed for right now, identify it,
Yes. Yes.
you are granted this knowledge. A silver band intertwined with golden vines, shaped like tiny sun rays. A withered but preserved petal is sealed under a clear amber. The metal is warm to the touch. You are given straight off the bat a weak transmutation coming off of it, a faint nature and a faint divination. Your identify spell instantly grants you this knowledge. It is a druidic signet worn by sworn members of the Morning Bloom. It is bound by blood to its bearer. The petal once bloomed when they spoke truth. The warmth within it fades only when the wearer is lost or dead or cast into darkness.
Okay. I will see if the owl is strong enough to pick it up.
Yep.
They have a weight limit. I don't know
It,
what it is.
yeah,
off
the
top of my
ring
head,
is
but
not connected to anything. It just kind of like picks it up.
I will have him bring it over to us and tell Sarah to hold out her hand.
Sarah, as this is happening, can you roll me a perception check, Sarah? While this is happening, Sarah, the water bubble.
There's something in the water. We might have to look more at this trinket later.
I will.
I do recognize this symbol, though.
Pull out my shield when she says that there's something in the water, because I know that there's
it
not
in-
an easy
I'll
way
go
for
ahead
me
and
to
put
get out of
the,
here.
trinket in my bag for now.
Era. The owl.
Pick 13.
Almost sounds like it could have been the owl picking vertically. Almost hidden in the dark. Size of it bigger than you. Upside down, like eyes closed. Or sorry, its wings furled around itself.
That owl's sick, dude.
Thank you. I've got a log dedicated to this character, and it does really good now. I've trained it very well.
I like how he's all like glyphed and warded out like you.
Yeah,
Era.
yeah.
See its tail begin to move.
Oh god. It's right there.
What is it? I'll look up.
Look up. See its eyes flicker over, orange in color, and it screeches out at you, and it flies down. I need you guys to roll initiative.
Ooh. Cloaker.
8.
19 on Sarah.
Wow.
Nice.
Round in the
Good
verses.
shit.
Sarah, you're up first. You do, Sarah.
So is it in the water?
No, it's above you guys.
Oh, it's on. Okay.
Yeah, it's here. Let me
Um,
give you a little image.
No, you're fine. Oh, cool.
Little image.
We do love some imagery. Ah. Very cool. Now I understand. Let's see, I will. I'm gonna hex it.
Hey, what's your hex look like?
Ooh.
What stat is being hexed?
So it looks like tips of my fingertips start to glow purple. And then it's like 5 simultaneous beams. And then the beams pentagram and enclose around.
Do you say a witchy rhyme for this?
I'll give it my best. Here comes a hex.
I'm gonna need better from you, but I'll accept it for
Okay, okay. That one was just straight off the dome because I'm trying to be quick with it.
Prepare to be vexed by the power of my hex.
That's better.
By thorn and bone and binding thread, a
Oh, God.
shadow
This guy's gonna
clings
go
where
hard.
you shall thread. Your strength now falters, luck shall flee. I mark you cursed, so mote it be.
That's pretty
Oh,
good too. Damn.
That's a traditional as fuck with to mote it be.
Yep.
As somebody who practiced for a long
And
time.
then I suppose we'll produce flame and throw. Oh no, that's a bonus action.
Yeah, Hex is also a bonus action. Would you like to action a spell? Cantrip?
I'm just gonna cast Swarm.
Absolutely.
It's a dex, and that's also gonna be what I'm given disadvantage to.
Okay.
I didn't specify.
So I have
The dex
disadvantage on
16.
saves, or is it just like skill?
I think it's just specifically
Saving
anything
throws, I
tied.
believe.
Let me see.
On ability checks made with the chosen ability, not saving.
Okay.
The opposite. I apologize.
bad.
No, you're
I'm
good.
sorry.
You're good.
I was
you're good.
I often mix it up with bestow curse.
That's an 8. Roll your damage.
That's gonna do. That's weird. It doesn't have a roll.
You just it's 1d10. Or sorry, no,
Gotcha,
I
1d10.
apologize. I apologize. If you read Swarm, actually it doesn't do damage until 5th level.
Oh, it just poisons.
It just poisons right now. So I'm poisoned until the end
I mean,
of my
that's
next
still
turn.
a pretty decent fucking cantrip, no lie.
I am
Poison is really
poisoned.
good.
I'm poisoned and hexed.
I was gonna say, did I technically hit it with an attack or no?
Technically no, because that was a saving throw.
Okay. Well, that is all then.
Okay. Up next is the cloak. It's going to swoop down and it's going to do its 3 attacks. At disadvantage because it's poisoned. So 17 on Sarah, does that hit?
Meets it, beats it.
That's a 9 on Ward. That would have been a natural 20. 15 on Ward. Or Kaelar. Does 15 hit Kaelar?
Neither of those hit.
Gotcha, so only 17. Sarah, you take 20 points of piercing damage. And,
Damn.
yeah?
I will use my reaction to Ward of Deflection, a little bit of that,
Go right ahead.
and reduce that by 9.
Okay, so
That's
Sarah,
almost max.
you take only 11 points of damage of piercing
Thank you.
and are blinded.
I can see that I'm going blind.
Sarah. Okay. Kaelar, before it's your turn, make me a perception check. Water begins to bubble around.
21.
Blinded.
21? Sorry.
The 21, you hands, gray and gaunt, stretch out from the.
What the fuck?
All they can do is make it up to you. It. They are still in the water, but they are out and about. Kaelar, it's your turn.
This is looking a little hairy, Sarah. I will pull out this fancy new revolver and try and smoke a Ghoul-D.
Okay, go ahead. Gonna pop him in the head.
We'll see how good I roll.
That
Does a 24
hits.
hit?
That hits.
That will be 10 piercing, or excuse me, 10 fire and 6 force damage.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I dome him. It probably doesn't kill him because he's a zombie, but
Yes, he is still standing. It does not
and
strike him fully.
that will leave a little spark in the air next to him that I can detonate at a later time.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see I blast him with the gun, and then like next to him appears what looks like one of my runes next to his head, but it's red instead of blue.
1 second.
What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Oh, I can't.
Oh, 1 second. 1 second.
No, you're good. I understand.
What the? Hold up.
I was just gonna put a little dot on there,
There you go.
so I didn't forget about it.
Looking a little rough.
1 second. Go.
So,
All right. Kaelar, go ahead and roll me a d20.
D20. Oh boy. 9.
Hey, with a 9, you see each of these ghoulish creatures as they come out of the water. They begin to
Is this
rot.
regular scale?
They begin to rot. Yes, it is. They begin to rot. And you see boils and blisters off of them. So where you shot Ghoul D, you begin to see this like acidic, almost like gas pour out of his body.
What the fuck?
Sarah, it's your turn.
Let's see here.
I'm gonna bonus action turn on my warding glyph before the end of my turn.
Go
too.
right ahead. Sounds like a bitch noise if you ask me, but sure.
Let me see. I think my PC froze.
Good. Here, I'll
There it
stream.
is.
Okay. I was about to say I'll stream it.
It's looking rough.
Are you wanting to try to escape on the broom?
Let me see how far can I move. I know that we're on like a little island.
Hmm.
Sure. Fuck yeah.
You are at risk.
It's okay. That's where I'm supposed to be anyway. That's what I do.
He's the wizard that tanks.
Alright, so I'm gonna move off into the water.
Okay. Flash into the
Am
water.
am I still out of opportunity?
I will say Ghoul E to get you. You're either going to be in Ghoul D square or Ghoul E square. You got one or the
Okay.
other.
Fair.
Gooey's fine.
Alrighty. What you doing?
And I'm gonna keep moving so he can make his opportunity attack.
Yep.
And then with my half swim speed,
Does a 13.
or movement speed being in water, it does not.
All right, then it missed.
I make it to about right here with what's left of my movement. Then I'm gonna cast Entangle,
Where?
centered on the island, I believe.
So like this. How big is an entangle?
It's 20 feet.
That. All right.
I
Yeah.
think it's a
This.
circle.
Oh, circle. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this
Wait,
will.
hang on. It might be a square. No, it's a square.
Okay.
You're right.
This will definitely hit all the ghouls. I do want to remind you, the cloaker is flying, as
Cloaker's
it does not
flying,
have
yeah.
legs. So it cannot be on the ground right now.
But it does have to move away from me if it
Yeah.
wants to,
It does.
because it came down to hit us.
It does. It's just hovering off the ground.
I'm
So,
gonna,
okay, you cast that. I will go ahead and roll my saves. What's the saving throw?
they're strength 16s.
Right, I'm gonna roll 5 ghoul strength saves. Fail. Fail. That's a success. So C succeeds. I'm gonna put a gold banner.
Okay.
That fails. And that fails. So all of them fail but C.
I also failed.
Okay. You feel the vines twist around you. Sarah, roll me a d20, please.
One. It's kind of cocked, I'm not gonna lie, but it's fine.
I mean, not necessarily anything bad or good on this table that I'm having you roll on.
That's the first ever digital cocked dice I've had.
Sarah, pick a square within 5 feet of you.
We'll go where Ghoul E is.
You see made of seaweed. You see Sarah's vine appear as it is a
Oh.
rotted creature.
It's
Interesting.
like
You don't
that
feel like you
swamp
ha-
thing coming up out of the water.
Don't feel
Yeah.
might lose it, but there is another creature. Time being working for.
Okay.
Saravine. I suppose the last thing I'll do is I'm gonna wild shape into a croc. I took it with my last level up. I get to take
No, I
two
just
more.
I didn't know. There it is. I was looking for that. That's what I was looking for. The token. I know you have
Oh,
it.
I
I was
gotcha.
just looking for the token. Sarah, as you wild shape into a crocodile and you disappear under the water for a second, do this. With your newfound sight underwater, there's something underwater that's been watching.
Oh God. I was afraid of that.
See a giant food-looking, food-like.
That's
Blue?
horrifying. It's just staring.
Yes, it was all the way underwater.
So I'm gonna let out a crocodile turd.
It gently floats down and smacks him in the face, and he just kind of stares
Wouldn't
at
it
you.
float up?
Nah, you
Not
ate
in
too
this
much. You
world.
ate too much fiber.
That was
And
hard.
then I think I get my mutations, right?
Yep, you get your 2 mutations. Go ahead and roll for one, and then you pick the other one.
Okay, here's the rolled one.
Okay.
17. Which
Flesh
is...
Eater's Curse. Your melee attacks reduce an enemy's max HP by an amount equal to your Wisdom modifier once per turn. After 3 uses, you lose one
hit die.
hit die until your next long rest.
Interesting. That's a cool one. I really like the flavor of that one. Oh shit.
Your teeth become sharper, and you grow a second layer of teeth in your crocodilian mouth. What's your other one that you get to pick?
I'm gonna take.
Is it bone armor? Or is it necrotic
Um,
claws?
Is there any bone around here?
What?
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 Nothing.
Well, while you choose on it, I'm gonna have the cloaker go.
That's fine.
Cloaker is gonna swoop down onto Kaelar because he's the only one that's there now. He is no longer poisoned because it was at the end of his last turn. So now it's just a straight attack roll. That's a 23 on Kaelar.
I will use my reaction to cast shield on myself, so my AC is 27 until the end of the turn.
2. It's going to now do something possibly. Kaelar,
Number
make me
20.
number 20. Call of the Alpha. Roll me a D4, please.
Three.
Okay. What does your call sound like?
I mean, I am a crocodile.
Yeah.
Hey.
I suppose it's like I
Hey.
come up out of the water, and it's literally just the sound of crocodile jaws snapping.
Extra toothy though.
You
Well, and a
see
little
Sarah.
blinded.
You see Sarah Crocodile come up, snap her jaws a couple times, and hiss. And you begin to see floating around
Yeah,
Sarah,
hiss.
undead crocodile. Zombies are. These are your zombies.
Once per wild shape, per long rest.
Yep. Do mind you, if they don't die, we'll only have control for 24 hours.
I'm aware.
All right. Now we'll get back to the cloaker's turn. Since the cloaker missed, it's 1 second. I only hit twice. 1 second. Try one more time. You have a 27 AC. Let's see if I get it. I do not. It's going to bonus action, and you with your roll me an Arcana check, Kaelar. As you see magic pulse through the cloaker, and then your vision becomes doubled. As you not only see one cloaker, get over 3 cloakers. With a 17, you would know that it just cast mirror image.
Oh fuck.
Go. Sarah, you see that blue toad creature look up at you, and you hear a voice in your head coming from it.
This is horrifying.
Who are you?
Which one's saying this? I'm sorry.
I think he said it was in your mind. You don't know.
Oh. Just someone passing through. I didn't mean all this trouble. I just seen a trinket that belonged to my people, and I wanted to get it to its rightful place. And now we're being attacked by these monstrosities.
Who do you work for? Who do you work for?
Mother?
You are.
And I don't mean my mother. You know what I mean when I say mother.
You are one of the morning bloom druids. Ones that still follow the old ways.
The old ways should never die. If we forget our history, our future will be doomed.
I will help you survive, young druid. But you must save this place from its corruption. Others that profess to follow the same rules and rituals as you have done dark deeds. You must prove to me that my help was warranted, and do not betray me.
I will put up warnings to stay out of the well, if we can get out of here.
It is more than just the well. Why do you think the undead are here? Figure it out.
These are yours.
It stops speaking after you say that, and you see rising up to meet Sarah in her crocodile form. You see this,
Oh, what the
shit.
fuck?
and it's going to
over.
it's going to immediately attack some of the ghouls right here.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
fuck! That's
So
a
all I
what?
seen was blue. Yeah, you seen it.
17.
Oh, shit.
It tears through the ghoul and rips it in half with one attack.
Oh my god.
Going to walk over here or swim over here.
I had shot that one in the face once, just so you know.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
I was
It was
telling
a teamwork makes the dream work motion. It's going to go through the entanglement, and as soon as the entanglement attempts to grapple around it with like Sarah's spell active, he just rips his leg through.
God, Jesus.
He is rather strong.
That hits that. Oh damn.
That thing is horrifying.
Going to use its final attack on the same one. That's a miss.
That thing's eyes are horrifying. It's like looking into my soul.
Oh, yeah, that's what was staring up at you.
I know. That's what I'm just imagining. looking
This
down
ghoul
in a
that's
big
stuck
pool or
in
something.
the thing, gotta make another
Oh,
strength
shit.
save to try to get out. It fails. It cannot move anywhere. Same with basically the only ghoul that can move. We'll see. So the rest of them I'll roll separately, but this one's gonna move. No, it's gonna stay next to the blue guy. Going to attack him. 21. That hits. Make a save. 15. That doesn't beat it, right? Yours is yours higher than 15? Your saving throw, Sarah?
Yeah.
All right. So
Probably
none of them
is
16. None of them beat
16,
it.
yes.
Kaelar, it is your turn. Make me another perception check, Kaelar.
Natural 1.
I think you're a little too shocked about the blue salad.
That's fair.
Because you do not notice ripping through the earth and partially buried graves. You see another sect of behind the blue salad.
Oh shit.
Okay. I will bonus action Shadar-kai teleport into the water over here.
Okay.
Splash.
Splish splash, he was taking a bath.
Better look out, there's crocs in these waters.
Then I will cast a level 2 Burning Hands.
Okay. You went under the cloak.
What size are these cloakers?
They're large.
I see.
Where did your token go?
I just-
Did I? Oh, you're right there.
just wanna-
God damn, I am
I
fucking
teleported.
blind. No, I thought you
I
went
just
under
wanna
the
grab
cloaker.
one and drown it.
You can attempt to do that. All right. So they have disadvantage because they're grappled. That's a 9.
Nope.
And also, I haven't forgotten, but it hasn't affected any rolls yet, but I am blinded as well. Don't forget that.
My poor blind crocodile.
A 19.
Now I'm just
on the
like-
cloaker.
I'm just like
Okay.
the old croc that reacts to splashes in the water.
The cloaker will take half then. Uh, 16.
Not bad for a level 2 spell.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And it's fire damage, and some of them are undead, so I'm hoping that's...
We're about to have
See the
an
water.
undead or
You
a
see the
dead
water
fight here.
steam off.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
See the water steam off.
They came out of the water. The
Oh shit.
the ghouls. It still dealt damage, but they came out of the water, so it steams off of them. Okay. Are you doing anything for a bonus action?
I teleported for my
That's right.
bonus
That's right.
action,
That's
I'm
right.
good.
Sarah, it's your turn. At the end of your turn, Sarah, is when your zombies attack, and I'm gonna add them to Sarah's thing so that. Actually, wait. I think
Probably gonna
they're just
swim. I don't even know if a zombie can swim.
well, they're crocodiles. They're undead crocodiles. So just
Oh,
use the crocodile stat
gotcha.
block. The difference being their HP is only equivalent to that of a zombie, and I have that.
That's fine. They're little crocklings.
So at the end
Um,
of your turn, kind of tell them where they're gonna go.
Okay. Read one thing on this thing's. Okay, I think I'm just gonna make a bite attack on Ghoul E here.
Okay. You also, at the end of your turn, Sarah, can tell what you tell me what you want your bind to do as well. You have 4 creatures.
So it's gonna be +4. So that's a nat 1.
Understood.
I missed the bite.
Good.
So I suppose Sarah Vine will attack now.
Okay.
I'm not sure all her abilities are, but an attack roll. Does she have any modifiers or? do you
Just
wanna
roll me.
it?
Yeah, just roll me a D. Actually, I got you. Go. Do a vine lash. 16. Uh, 9. Go. Okay. All right. What do you want your zombies to do?
I'll have them just see how much movement speed does an undead croc have.
Half as much as yours.
Okay. It's literally just like enough to get up next to the slab there.
Like this.
Yeah.
Slide in the boys.
This thing told me not to attack it, so I'm not gonna attack it.
I mean,
They're
your
just there to
choice.
back him up.
It's completely your choice. Do you want to attack the blue Salab?
I don't know.
Doesn't seem to be hostile toward you.
For now, it's killing the same thing we are.
Yeah. Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Okay. At the end of your turn, are you wanting to have the zombie attack Gulsi?
Yeah. And then that'll be it.
Zombie stats. That hits. That's wild. 4 damage. Okay.
I forgot when I made that croc attack, I'm blinded. I technically should have rolled at disadvantage, but
Well,
it was a nat 1.
Well, you have an ally there.
Ah.
Okay, Cloaker. Cloaker is going to swoop down, and it's going to attempt... Oh, whoops. Cloaker is going to swoop down.
Is he gonna get me?
Ironically, I got a alligator head in my PC case.
That's fucking hilarious.
Like one of the
actually.
tourist ones from Florida.
I'm just refreshing. There it goes. Okay. The blue salad is up. Blue salad is going to jump straight up and attack the Cloaker 3 times.
Oh shit.
Miss. The hit.
I have a fat gum from My Hero Academia in my PC case.
That's a. I need to roll a d20 real quick. As a mirror image. 2. So he actually hits him without breaking one of the minor images, sadly. Alright, so that is 8 damage. Go. Alright, up next, these. Nope. He is gonna try to attack one of the zombies. A hit. Alright, your zombie takes 13. All of these guys begin to move closer. Once they reach the water, they're at half speed. This one. Kaelar, it's your turn.
Okay. Jesus.
You're the one singular owl there defending the place.
Yeah, no shit. We will bonus action Misty Step. The free one from Fey Touch.
Got you.
And then
Go ride that gator.
Are you gator riding right now?
we're gonna blap Ghoul K.
Okay. That
Does a 27 hit.
no, it does.
That is 14 fire damage and 3 force damage. And it leaves a polka dot.
All right, draw that polka dot.
I'm gonna
Dot.
see that slat in my dreams tonight.
Okay.
It's horrifying.
Would you like to do anything else?
No, that's what I got. That's bonus action and action.
Sarah.
It's just something about the eyes.
You see Sarah's
Right in the
crocodile's
hole.
milky white eyes looking at you, and then you come to the realization, Sarah, you still technically haven't seen the Salad. Been blinded this entire time. You
That's
only
true.
heard it talk to you. But we
That
can
is
we
true.
can say you can kind of see through the zombies that you summoned with your Call of the Apex.
it's haunting my real life dreams.
Yep.
I suppose I will take another bite at Ghoul E.
Okay. Make that attack roll.
I think that's a 12.
Well, that hits.
Let me make sure.
If it's +4,
Alright,
that is.
modifier. It's +2.
Oh.
So it's a 10.
Mm.
Nope, that's a miss.
No, your attack roll to hit is +4 on the crocodile. Bite. Were you looking at just strength? Because yeah, your
Ah,
strength mod is
yeah.
+2.
Yep, I was.
You're good.
Okay, so yeah, 12 then.
Yep. So that hits. Roll your damage.
The D8. Plus. So 1 plus 2. It's 3 damage.
Okay. 3.
Is the creature medium or smaller?
It is.
It has the grappled condition.
I make a save.
It just says escape is DC 12.
Okay. I'm
While
grappled.
the target has restraint.
All right. Your meaty claws grab onto me. Gotcha.
Well, the bites lock in, you know?
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
about to start death rolling.
Not while Kaelar's on your back.
I'm just in the water next to him, confused as hell.
You just see Sarah Crocodile just begin to death roll in the water. All right.
Takes
Hang
that.
on. Oh wait, yeah.
All right.
I almost forgot that thing's canceling out my blindness from having.
You're good. Where do you want your
Good tactic.
zombies? Where do you want your zombies and your vine to do?
Sarah Vine could move up to attack the cloaker if it's within range.
All right. It's gonna have to make a saving throw to not caught in your grasp. Angle. That's an 8. It gets grasped and you're entangled.
I see.
Drop entanglement.
Understood. I can't at the moment.
You can drop it.
Technically past my turn.
You can drop concentration spells at any moment.
I think I'll just keep it up for now.
All right. Where do you want your zombies to do? Want them
They
to just-
react when I have prey, so
Yeah.
they know it's food time.
I guess they're
Mama's
just gonna.
got food over here.
They're reacting. They're wanting their own food, so I guess they're just gonna go after their own ghouls. Time being.
That's fine.
Damage. They're landing hits.
They're trying. Go, my children.
Also hits.
My little viney undead crocodile children.
You see this zombie rip the head off of this ghoul, this zombie crocodile, and dive underwater, pulling the ghoul's body with it.
Good lord.
Making a mother proud.
And the most monotone voice ever. You have Sarah in the background going like, "Yes, win, my children."
I suppose I technically could have done that too. I forgot to go underwater once I had it.
Yeah. It technically doesn't matter because they are undead, but yes, the flavor is there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I assumed they couldn't breathe.
the cloaker.
Didn't need to breathe.
The cloaker is going to turn around toward you, Kaelar, and the crocodile, and it's going to let out a large screech. I need both of you to please make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Awful sound.
16.
16 and a 17. Perfect. You both are not stunned, and you do take half of this damage. Take half of 43 force damage.
Ooh, I have resistance.
Half of
I end up
43,
taking
so what,
11.
21?
21. Alright, the blue
Gotcha.
salad is going to then reach up and attempt to punch this thing a couple times.
This is to see if
That's a natural
entanglement
20.
drops.
Oh!
think
That's a
entanglement
24.
And entangle stays.
Yep.
Good shit.
And that's another natural 20 from the blue
What
salad.
the fuck?
Hold on. I have to roll 3d20s to see if mirror image stops the... Mirror image stops the first nat 20. So this one goes away. Mirror image number 2 stops the non-nat, the 24. I think the last one goes away now. Yeah. Mirror image is completely gone because I think mirror image, time. Oh, it's decent. Bad. Each attack roll 6 hits. Hire one of your duplicates. I apologize. I did not realize they changed the duplicates to D6s now instead of D20s. That's on me, but we'll do that next time. So it's essentially the same thing. You have to get a 3 or higher on a D6 for it to take for the mirror image to take the hit. But I still rolled high enough for the mirrors to take the hit, so it does not take any damage. But mirror image is gone now.
It's honestly almost better.
All right, Ghoul A. Let's see if this fucking ghoul can move. No. No. And no. All right. These ghouls are gonna begin to move in. There's gonna be some ghouls that then appear over here.
God, it's like Dawn of the Dead over here.
Women
Popping up out of the water.
Right?
This
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that one.
that zombie
army
dies.
walks underwater.
That zombie dies. This zombie, a crocodile is wounded. Thing is over here and it's going to attack your vine. Your vine is severely wounded. Kaelar.
This is looking a little sketchy. There, crocodile.
Do something a scholar would do.
Okay.
Do something a practitioner of magic in the time of the great powerful magic before the weave would do. He pulls out his gun.
Pull out my gun and I'll point it at Ghoul 8.
Yep. Do you fire?
And, yeah,
True
does 19
scholar.
hit it?
He pulls out a book that's holding more bullets for him to load into his gun.
It does 8 fire and 1 piercing.
All right, at
Or
H.
excuse me, 1 force. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Go. Are you bonus actioning anything?
I will. No, I won't. 'Cause
I
don't wanna hit
I
the-
will not actually. I'm going to.
I don't want to hit the. Yeah, I don't want to hit the guy. I don't want him to turn on us.
You know
He's
what?
Fucking
Shocking
ham as
enough.
shit.
Shocking enough.
What's up?
Nothing. 1 second. Sarah, it's your turn.
Okay. So since I have Ghoul E grappled,
Yes.
can I like just move him just in there? Like just in the entanglement?
If you move in
I move
with
there?
if you move in with it, you will also have to make a save against your own spell.
But if he's grappled, isn't he technically 5 feet away from me still?
I mean, you're grappling him, so no. You're grappling Ghoul E, so like he's on you.
Yeah. Okay.
Ghoul E
will-
was also already in your entanglement anyway. By the way, if you didn't, he just got pushed out, but he's been in it. He hasn't been able to save out of it.
Oh. Gotcha.
Like that man has been so restrained, it's not even funny.
Okay, then I will release him.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
gonna go
just realized
try to grab Ghoul
That's
L.
all right. I'll remember next time.
Okay. Go attack him.
So this one will be disadvantage.
Yes.
$12. That's a 12 hit.
Yes.
Cool. So that's going to be D8 plus 2. Nope, that's a D10. Nine damage.
Okay.
It is grappled.
You hear the ghoul like speaking because it still has his vocal cords, and it says, "Sounds like bitch stat numbers, if you ask me." Okay, is that your
I'm
turn?
gonna be an honorable lad. I think Gui should have made a opportunity attack at me.
Does a 7 hit?
No. I just wanted to give him his fair chance.
The cloaker is going to look at Kaelar and the crocodile, and you're gonna hear the cloaker say, "I want to."
This thing fucking talks?
And I'm gonna need both Kaelar, well, realistically, Kaelar and Sarah, I need you both to make me dexterity saves as it begins to pull the water up as the gravity in the room begins to shift and the water begins to rotate around you all.
Oh no.
Man.
So I rolled an 8, yeah.
Okay. You see the water begins to scrape against the 15-foot high ceilings, and he dives into the water and begins to swim around super fast in the water that now has no gravity holding it in place. You both are swept away. Roll me a d4, and we're gonna decide which direction you go.
What?
Go ahead, Dylan.
What?
Oh, we each need to?
Yeah, you
What?
both. You
This
both.
guy just fucking Kisame us, bro.
I
What
did
the
got
fuck?
two.
Okay.
He's done playing.
Kaelar, you begin going this direction. Sarah, you go this way, and all of my ghouls are also failed as well, and they get thrown around as well.
I technically had a grapple still.
Oh, yep. So this one. That one does not get a choice in the matter. It goes with you. Cloaker swim here. The Desolade gets pushed over here. Your owl just dies. Sorry.
No!
You can bring him back later. Your vine gets pushed over to here. This ghoul gets washed over here, and this one gets washed
My
over here.
children.
The zombie one that dived underwater with its ghoul mark has just been forced up out of the water, and you see it like a dolphin dive up out of the water into another wave that's about to crash into it, and it begins to swim up that water that does not have gravity.
What is that?
He's really trying.
The blue salad in your head, Kaelar, you will hear, "Shit's crazy."
It is. No, it's in your head.
Is
but
it the speaking
relatable.
common?
It is speaking telepathically to you, and it can understand your language as you can it. As you are being thrown around under, like, basically a room full of water, basically, and you're just being sort of tossed around in water.
Jesus. If you can help me get him back to the ruins, we can make quick work of him, and I'll kind of hope he knows what I'm talking about with my red runes floating around over there.
Might be able to swim up out of this well.
You
Yeah,
see,
probably
you
good
see the
now.
blue salad smile at you. grin as you say that, Kaelar, and then you are smacked into a group of rocks from your failed save, and you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And then, Sarah, you also are smacked into rocks. You take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. Or, sorry. My bad. You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Dang. Let me see if that drops entanglement. 16. I don't know.
It does not, because it's
Okay.
half of 18. So you had to
Gotcha.
get a 9 or higher.
There's nothing there now, though.
Yeah.
I might as well
They got
drop.
ripped out of their entanglement. Alright. Alright. All these ghouls are sort of getting disassociated. This ghoul, Ghoul A, dies from impact. Ghoul B dies from Ghoul
Quite a chain of
C
events.
dies from impact. E takes damage. F takes a little bit of damage. 8. M is grappled by you, so it does not take. J damage. E. Then Kaelar, make me a Constitution save at the start of your turn, Kaelar, as you are underwater.
8.
Okay. You are holding your breath right now. You have exactly what your Constitution modifier is.
4.
You have your breath for 4 minutes.
Okay.
And anytime you cast a spell that requires a verbal component, that reduces it by 1 minute.
I have
Okay.
breath for an hour,
Yeah, I wasn't too worried about
as
you.
long as I'm a gator.
Shockingly
But
enough,
I
was
don't
not
think I'm-
worried.
Don't think I'm gonna be a gator for too much longer. I've taken quite a beating.
Just in the middle of death rolling, you become Sarah, grappling this fucking ghoul by its neck.
The crocodile jaws become my arms above my head.
So we're
You
like
know?
all suspended in this water, right?
Yes, all of you. It's like the scene
Lands.
from Passengers with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence. they're in the swimming pool.
I'm gonna look at the blue slot and tap my forehead because I myself do not have telepathy.
You hear it say, "Still there." Like the connection is still up.
Brace yourself.
It just smiles at you.
I'm just gonna blast a 2nd level witch bolt straight into the water we're in.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a D100, please.
This might hurt, but I thought it sounded cool.
Let me just electrify this one.
68.
Oh shit.
I kill us all.
The spell,
actually.
you feel a connection to the weave, not to the weave, but a connection to magic that you haven't felt before, being in this place and casting magic in its pure rawest form. You feel that connection, that explosion of power, that wizards that left untamed could rule the gods even. And you feel that connection. The spell is amplified.
Oh no.
Go ahead and make an attack roll on the water.
Gotta find the spell again.
You're
Sorry.
fine.
This gentleman also has many spells. I have a
I
thing.
understand.
Oh! God, it was so close.
Aasimar
It was
spoke
so
of
fucking
spells
close.
You see,
Redonkulous.
you throw out your. What does your? This is the first time, other than your fire spell. What does this look
Yeah.
like?
So all of my magic looks like runes. So I'll kind of put my hand out like you would expect a spell and like 3 different runes project out of my hand, kind of like a hologram projector,
Mm-hmm.
and then they dissolve as the witch bolt flies out of my hand, and all my magic is the same, like abjuration blue, even my offensive magic.
As you let the spell fly, going, we'll say it was intended to just hit the water, but with a 28, I will let you hit the cloaker. It goes,
Sure.
and you feel it ripple and spider out and hitting multiple things. You can even feel your own magic coming back to you. Go ahead and roll the witch bolt damage.
Level 2 witch bolt is 3d12.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Oh, Jesus! 24.
You feel this magic spread out, and you feel that connection to the I keep wanting to say the weave, but to the absence
what you
of
mean,
it.
though.
The absence of it. It's just magic, unrestrained. And in this fight for survival, there's a moment where you try to restrain yourself from pulling too much, but since you rolled a 68, that does not matter. You blast through it, putting as much power into it as you can. That 24 is tripled. I need everybody that was not the intended target, meaning everyone that the cloaker was the intended target, we'll say. Everyone needs to make a dex save beating Kaelar's spell save.
I do not beat my own spell save.
Got you.
I'm sorry, what was the save?
Dex save. You need to beat Kaelar's dex save.
You beat my spell save,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I have a
not
0
my
modifier as a crocodile,
Nice.
We love to see that.
so it's actually 18.
Okay.
That's beat by 1. Nice.
So, Cloaker does not get to. Cloaker is just gonna take the damage. Go. I'm gonna roll for all my ghouls now, real quick. Your zombie is dead. Your vine is dead.
No!
You just see a spidering web of lightning. Like, you see this lightning bolt shoot out of this gravity well, a literal gravity well of water, and then turn around and U-turn and blast back into the water and spider out. I need to roll for
Bolt from Zeus himself.
my.
That might actually be the first time I've casted this spell this campaign. I think you're right.
Do it.
Which is crazy, because that's my favorite wizard spell.
Unlimited.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, even if these creatures take half damage, all the ghouls die.
Oh, shit.
So I just realized that because I just looked at their HP. Yeah, there's no. So all the ghouls do die upon the spidering effect. Sarah, since you save, you only take 36 points of lightning damage. Kaelar, and I've already done the math, Kaelar.
Does that carry over out
does.
of Wild Shape?
It does.
Okay, 36.
So,
Oh, shit.
Kaelar, I've already done the math. You do not instantly die. You fall.
It's very close.
It's 2 away. 2 fucking
very
away.
Close.
You immediately drop to 0. As you take 72 points of lightning damage. The cloaker also takes 72 points of lightning damage. And then the blue salad is going to make his dex save with advantage because he has advantage on magic. The blue salad takes 72 points.
I'm so sorry. I told him to brace himself.
Well, we might as well finish the job.
We'll see if he attacks us.
Okay.
He seemed to know what was about to happen when I told him to prepare.
Okay. That's Kaelar's
I am
turn.
down if initiative's not over.
It's
though.
not
Yeah.
over. Sarah, you are no longer in your crocodile form. Sarah, you're in water, floating and suspended. You see a literal, unconscious Kaelar who is beginning to drown, because when you go unconscious underwater, you begin to drown.
All my runes start to fade as I die.
But Sarah, it is your turn. What would you like to do? How'd you like connecting to the ambient magic around you?
That was badass and terrifying.
Yeah, 68 is pretty strong.
It's a lot of lightning damage. I knew something I was hoping for it to spread. I was not expecting to fucking nuke everybody. Tyler?
Sarah's
You're
just
drowning.
Sarah's just looking
I
over
am.
at you, going like, he's fine, he's fine. Just like leaves.
I'm unconscious and underwater.
Hello,
So I am
under the
indeed
water.
drowning. I unfortunately do need to breathe.
You're gonna make me do it, ain't ya?
I'm gonna make you do it if you're gonna do it.
All right.
Huh?
I've seen Waterworld.
Okay. What are we doing?
I've seen...
What are we doing?
What a call out.
I gotta give that man all the air out of my lungs, and then I gotta wild shape into a crocodile.
Sarah, you do only have half movement in water. Can you make it to him?
I see. See, I was here, right?
Unless you want a bonus action into a crocodile first and make the crocodile give him mouth to mouth.
Oh God, I don't even know if that's possible.
I mean, it has lungs.
The rat's gonna be so jealous if I get mouth to mouth from Sarah, bro. Oh shit. You gotta make sure you tell Q he missed the hot mouth on mouth action, dude.
Is that what's happening, Sarah?
Reverse Waterworld.
Are you becoming a
I
crocodile?
suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crocodilian Sarah
You're gonna have
swim.
to French this crocodile.
Crocodile Sarah swims over to Kaelar. Sarah, give me a medicine check. If you're attempting to give him 1 hit point.
22.
Kaelar, you are no longer drowning at this moment, and you are no longer required to make saving throws.
Yay.
I just fed him a bunch of air bubbles.
Is that your turn?
Crush his head.
Do I come from unconsciousness tongue to tongue with an alligator, dude?
Sadly, you are at still 0 until you're officially healed. You're just not required to, you're just automatically, you save on all your saving throws.
Stabilized.
Yeah, you're stabilized because of that medicine check. And you're no longer drowning. As long as this combat does not take more than 4 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. The Cloaker's turn. The Cloaker is charred, its wings ripped to shreds by that lightning. It tries to screech out in pain, and it just sounds distorted from the water. It releases a pulse of screech toward the Blue Salad and Sarah. Can I please have you, the Blue Salad and Sarah, please make me a Constitution save? Oh, he'll be back. There he is. Once you're back, Tyler, go ahead and roll me a Constitution save on Sarah.
Not sure what happened there.
All good.
You should say. 17.
Yeah, you both save, so you both will take half of this damage. And are not stunned, so both of you take half of 27 force damage.
13.
The Cloaker is then going to attempt to move over here. The blue Salad turns to look at the unconscious Kaelar, sees you holding him, and then you see it just literally propel himself to it.
Jesus.
And he is going to attack the cloaker. 30-20. That's a natural 20.
Oh,
That's a 17. All three still
this
hit.
guy rolls hot as fuck, bro. We
Think-
better hope he doesn't turn on us. Fuck.
He rips and tears the cloaker to shreds, ripping through its body, pulling out all of its feeble intestines, and you see it tear through it. You see it tear its mouth open, and all the water immediately begins to slam back into the canal, into the man-made canal. And as it does, Kaelar, you're just sort of floating there on top of the water, unconscious. For all intents and purposes, the battle is over. The blue Salad sort of swims over to you, Sarah, and you hear him say, "Is your friend alive?"
For now, but he's running out of air quickly.
Well, sorry, you probably didn't hear me. The water slammed back down, and he's now
Oh,
floating
I
on
didn't
top of the
hear that.
water.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
He's unconscious again?
Yeah, he hasn't been restored any HP.
Okay. Well, if the water levels are normal again, I can drop Gator form,
Drop Gator form.
and I can healing word him.
Okay. Ah.
He should be feeling a little better now. 10 HP.
Plus your D4.
Oh, the moonsicle, that's right.
So you gain 9 HP because healing is... Actually, I apologize. Healing is not halved here because it's not a blighted zone. You gain a full
Shit, so
14. Yep.
Oh, shit.
Very nice.
You come to with the blue Salad looking over you.
Jesus! Sorry about the lightning. I told you to brace yourself.
Hey. Was nothing.
Ah, that's horrifying.
You see its wounds from your
Trickled
lightning
in.
just as you're talking to it. It just naturally is just rapidly healing itself.
Oh.
So,
Well.
we need to. He picks you.
Sure.
He picks you both up
Oh.
and brings you both over to here.
Oh, shit.
Steps into the water. Mind you, the water around here is like 60 feet deep. So he just like picks you guys up nonchalantly and just kind of brings you over.
How tall is he? He's big, right?
Huge. He is considered
Yeah.
huge.
I saw his picture. That picture is also terrifying and badass. That background makes it look crazy intimidating, actually.
These bodies were put here by an ancient ritual. The people above are casting.
Have I ever seen a creature like this, Mr. DM?
You can roll a history check to see, or like a survival check to see if you've ever seen or heard of anything like this creature. With a 19, you are granted.
Curious.
You're good. With a 19, you are granted. There are different variations of this type of creature, and alignments and personalities and attitudes vary. But blue is tended to be more neutral.
I can work with neutral. Neutral's good for me.
I have seen a lot in I have seen so much death and destruction that sweeps through the land has changed. As it does the rest of you.
You said
What
the
is this
people
place?
above are doing?
What?
Yes. It is how they are protected those from the curse. They are killing the innocent and rise as hollows,
Kinda
casting
like
their magic to force it to funnel here.
Jesus Christ. That's
This
horrifying.
is just the beginning area where the bodies wind up, not where the greater mass is. Those creatures you may have fought in the forest here down.
Holy shit. Sarah, did you know about any of this?
No.
You follow the morning bloom, do you not?
I do.
Your people were the first to die here. Some escaped, and in a moment of fear and they used their combined magics. Make me. You see him get down and on the ground, and you see his hand isn't that of a normal Salad's hand, it is that of a humanoid hand. I once walked and talked like you all. We all did. We had to protect ourselves and others. We left our ring as a trinket for those who knew what we were, and only once spoken the name of our faction, of our family, would I wake.
So it probably was not you that called out to me then.
I did not. The ring you picked up when the one who follows the morning bloom reacted to it. That is when I woke. I can feel familiarity with her. We can feel familiarity with her. You may not know of us, but we all follow the same order. We are all from the circle of the morning bloom. We are what's left here in this druidic grove.
You protect this place.
I protect others like my kin.
Are you the only one here?
Yes. This is all of our magics combined, the ones that survived. We were 4 forged into one.
Sounds like the
Sounds
village
like-
above has been up to shady things, Sarah.
It's a very powerful ritual.
A ritual forged by grief and fear is powerful indeed. You spoke of the mother. We used to follow her. We haven't heard her very long time. We've been isolated from since the curse came. Still believe in the mother.
Of course. I still hear her in my dreams sometimes.
You see its eyes get very wide as it leans into you. You hear the mother still?
In dire times, yes.
You see tears well in its eyes. We haven't heard the mother in years, centuries maybe. We miss her embrace. And you see it get down on its knees in front of you, and it holds out a hand, and it very gently says, "Please, may we feel her embrace."
Of course, Mother Root loves all her children. I'll give him my hand.
It reach up toward you, and as it sort of like wraps its hand, what would you like to do? What would you like to do in this moment to like help it? Like, are you trying to allow them to feel your power, or are you actually trying to let them connect to the mother root within?
They want to feel the connection to the mother. They can. I feel like they still need to know that she still knows they're here. They're not all but forgotten.
Go ahead and roll us a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oof. 11.
Okay. You do not succeed in producing any sort of like effect from the mother. Just sort of like trying to let them feel. You can try to force it. Would you be willing to donate any spell slots?
Does this creature sleep?
I do.
Perhaps if I guided you into a lucid state, maybe that power alone can give you the ability to see and talk to her yourself.
I would be very
Dreamwalk
interested
on it.
in that.
Okay. It says I could do it as a ritual, I believe. But it will take... Rituals are like 10 minutes, right?
That is correct.
I'll just cast it. Or whenever it's ready. Whenever you're ready, find a spot to lay your head and prepare to you're gonna have to focus your dreams on the scenario you want to see. And then I'll dream walk once it's laid down, because I don't just want him to slump over.
It begins to shut its eyes as the spell takes effect. Dreamwalk.
I think it's only dream walking.
As this happens, you see its skin begins to pulsate this low green, and you begin to see roots wrap around them slowly. Kind of like your entanglement spell, but they gingerly wrap around it. And you
Nature's embrace.
see tears begin to flow down its face, and it looks to you.
She has not forgotten, no matter how much time has passed. As you know, she is eternal.
We three shall be yours. As you begin to see, almost like the roots begin to pull apart this misconfigured ritual, and you see the three creatures that make up the Salad, the three that are still alive. As they are pulled apart, you see their face look at you, Sarah, and say, "She has named us. We are to be your daughter. Future, you have shared her embrace. Oh, our name shall be Sakbatha of Lorona and Indelwin."
Those are quite beautiful names.
Thank you, Mother.
If what you say is true, I won't forget.
Curse those who cursed us, Mother. As they break apart, their bodies begin to be ripped by the thorns and the vines, and they begin to dissolve back into the earth. And in place of that, you guys see sprouting up from the ground where those three creatures were. You see a twisted rose bush blooming with roses.
Are you okay, Sarah? That was a lot.
It's a lot to take in. I'm not entirely sure what they mean about my daughters in the future, but I'm glad that it is able to rest now. They said it had been alive for a long time, and such amount of time alone is depressing.
It seems it was put to rest one way or another.
I'm not sure what else could lurk down here beyond freeing them.
I don't think we're
quite a beautiful grove, though.
I don't think we're freeing them. I think he was saying they have more undead trapped down there.
I think they were unmade from what they were.
Yeah, the three in the Salad were.
I believe the Salad was saying that the town above us is causing these zombies by sacrificing people and tossing them in the well, / caging them up farther in, was what he was getting at.
I like to think Sarah's
What
is
were
over
they
there.
gaining?
Well, from what it said, because I know your phone liked to act up, the protection, no undead had entered the town, and their town has not been corrupted.
Yeah, they're somehow manipulating. They're perverting. I would even go as far as say my favorite type of magic with this shit.
So you mean to tell me I've been swimming in corpse water?
Sarah
That's probably the
immediately
best case scenario.
Sarah immediately dives into the water.
Just take a couple vials.
So I don't know. I don't know.
Still water.
That ring that you guys picked up has now gone.
Yes. Huh.
Must have been tied to the Salad.
As the Druid of the
wear
morning.
it.
Yeah, would you like to wear it?
You said you identified this?
Yeah, I identified it. It had
It seems
light
safe.
light traces of a couple of different schools of magic,
Mm-hmm.
and it felt warm. That's what I got.
It's kind of cold now that the salat's gone.
As you put the ring on, Sarah, you feel it begin to warm up, and the one amber petal begins to bloom, and it becomes a singular bloomed rose. The amber.
Huh.
It is quite the pretty ring.
Indeed.
It's on my right hand.
That's fine.
I will, I guess now the question is, what do we do? Do you want to push in? Do you want to go back up and try and question people? This is your town. I don't imagine if we go up there and start accusing them of being murder or sacrificing innocents that it'll go too well, though. I can't lie to you. Based on my interactions with people I've met here.
That's probably a good assumption.
We could try and go back up and just gather some intelligence. We could press forward.
Good idea.
Don't they want you out of here as soon as possible, though?
Could also be something that in this world of darkness is dead.
It's your village. These
do
people
need
aren't under
to
my
leave
protection.
before this day ends.
You remember, it's not always about thinking heroes. They're thinking about.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I mean, these people are not under my protection. They don't. I don't feel the same obligation to these random innocents that I do to my party. So, unless you extend that gratitude by them to offering to help, I am very impartial in the situation. I will continue to let this happen. Should you choose to ignore it, I do not care. That is 100% legitimately in character too.
My my main concern is what is offering them protection for this.
And why are they hoarding the undead somewhere farther in? He said, locking them up, I believe, is the exact phrasing.
So further in this system probably lies a horde.
Well, if we
I don't feel that I'm prepared for a whole horde at this very moment.
Me neither. And they want us out of here by the end of the day, so
Yeah.
we take the risk of trying to rest here, or we vacate, I think, right?
I think that's our two options, but I think even if we stay here, I think they'll still know we're here. This is a unusual place.
That could very well be true. They may be upset that we've even been down here. We could go back up to chaos. We should probably be prepared for that, even.
I suppose we should go up out of here then.
Yeah, you can go out the way you
And-
came, or you can see if there's another way out.
I will drink potions.
Okay.
Suppose I will as well. That's not a bad idea.
I'll do 2.
As he's bleeding out.
Plus 8. Okay, that's better.
And it's also worth mentioning I'm out of wild shapes.
Is that a short rest or a long rest for you?
long.
Alright, this is definitely your call then. I still have a little bit to work with, but man, that could be rough for you.
I still think if we pry around a little bit on the surface, there still might be a little bit we can learn about what's transpiring down here before we confront that.
Okay.
To prepare for whatever ungodly experiment they might have lurking in there.
So you wanna go back up
Yeah.
and hope for the best, hope they don't turn on us or whatever? Let's get on the broom, big boy. You're the I
Always
can't
say
fly.
we fell,
You know? Sure.
Hey,
both
both
of us.
both get on the broom and head upward.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Hmm.
Guys are brought back.
Not even Sister Snort.
The pigs are untouched, but there is a pig.
Oh no. Must have been harvesting time.
You said there's no one, like the village is empty?
You guys actually see that the
Ghost
house
town.
where the kobold was is gone. That whole
The
house
alchemist
is
shop?
What?
yeah, the whole alchemist shop is gone, and what you see in replace for it is you see rivets or divots, sorry, not rivets, divots in the ground as if something was pushed away on either stilts or something solid, and it left grooves on either side.
Oh shit. Table talk, I think we need to find that kobold, buddy. Bitch is in your house. That was not in character at all.
Yep.
She done scooted up out of there.
If there's like mysteriously nobody around, I'm gonna draw my shield and my pistol.
Yeah, you draw your shield and your pistol.
And I'm just kind of on watch. I'm ready. I don't know. I don't like that there's nobody around and there's a missing house. That feels ominous.
Yeah.
You want to talk to
get
the
in the
pig
house
again, I
yet?
guess?
I suppose, yeah. So that Sarah can maybe figure out what happened here.
I definitely said that super, like, facetiously, like this fucking dumbass is talking to the pig.
Let's get to the point. I want to understand the oink.
That was a good one.
You go over to the pigs.
Yeah.
Okay. As you begin to speak to the pigs again, you find that it is no longer Sister Snort. As the pig that walks over to you greets you with a more gruff gruff and says, "Hello. Who are you?"
Hello there. My name is Sarah. What do you call yourself?
Buttons.
Buttons. It's a pleasure. What happened to Sister Snort?
It was taken.
I see.
That it was her oinking time.
I suppose it was.
I don't oink get it.
Was this one maybe over here and when I was talking to Sister Snort, or is this just an entirely different pig?
This one was over here.
Okay. So we investigated the oinks from the well that Sister was talking about. And there was quite a few undead down there. She was right.
Well, they've all left now to do their oinking ritual.
I see that building over there is kind of gone. Happened to see what happened.
Yeah, she left.
How does a whole building leave?
With wheels.
Ah. Did she say where she was going?
Oh. She did tell you guys where she was heading to, by the way.
Oh, she already did.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was the Stone Wake.
Stonewake, the next city.
Did anyone happen to notice that we went down the well?
What'd you say? I'm so sorry.
Did anyone happen to notice that we went down the well?
Yeah.
That other than you
Yeah.
humble beast.
The people that came to get the sister.
Did they seem upset that
No.
we were down there?
Of them smiled.
Suppose maybe they just figured we were self-sacrificing.
I don't know what that is.
Well, I'm sorry to bother you anymore. I don't think there's much more that you would know, and I don't want to waste your time.
Ah, it's all oinking okay. We're all going to the oink now.
Praise be to the Oink Lord.
Yes.
So, I'll turn to Kaelar. We were noticed going into that well, but these hogs say that they didn't seem upset. They're just kind of smiled at the thought of it.
Maybe they thought the Screecher would take us out, or the Cloaker, excuse me.
I suppose. But now I don't know how they're going to react when they see that we're back. 'Cause
Well, where
they're
did they
going
all
to
go?
know. I don't know. Maybe that's why they left.
I think the homeboy said they went to do their ritual, right? The pig.
Yep.
Oh,
Do you know what kind of ritual he could be talking about?
did they take Sister Snort to the ritual as well?
Yes.
Oh shit, they're gonna sacrifice Sister Snort.
I swear to God. Where is this ritual taking place?
Purple House.
Which one?
Purple House.
Purple House. The ritual is in a purple house.
Does that mean you want to
suppose-
stop the ritual? Or are we letting Sister Snort eat the old Baconator?
That's I was gonna say that they probably just think that's ritual, and they're just making food.
That's where they all went. House.
The ones before,
All of them.
fear not, young Buttons. Beyond that door lies paradise. What do you mean?
Hear them.
Like me? Not like you?
Yes. Loudly. Play it. Bring in new people.
Not the long pork. It sounds like there's human sacrifice in that building as well, Kaelar. All the newcomers.
Shit. Well, that would explain where the killing is happening that's causing the zombies down there.
I'm a little intrigued by this ritual.
Should well.
I mean, what if such a thing could be repurposed for a better use than to hurt the innocent?
That's what the last person said before the great oink.
The Great Awakening. Write that down. That's a historic moment. When was the Great Awakening?
First pig. First oink. Rose from the dead.
Was it before your time?
Yes. In 100 generations.
Damn. I was gonna say it's been going on for a little bit then, but that's a long while. What do you think we should do, Kaelar?
You know, I'm not all about sacrificing innocents, but I mean, you have ties to these people, so if you don't want to rebel against them, I understand that too. I will.
I really think we just have to leave and better prepare. Because I'm not sure what will really happen if we overstay our welcome here.
Take me oinking with you.
And with you.
Uh,
take you with me.
Yes.
I thought you said, may the oink be with you.
Take me oinking with you.
Okay, Buttons. I'm gonna look around, see if anyone...
There is no one around.
Okay.
There is no one
Let's
here
get you
or
out of here,
around.
Buttons.
You let Buttons
You and the
out.
others... Yes, you and the others can be free. If we can't...
I had a great times 5 million grandfather that used to go on adventures.
You are free now. You and your friends. You no longer have to stay here. For as you said...
Well, they're kind of dumb,
Okay,
and
fine.
he kicks the door shut and locks the door. They're kind of dumb. I'm here.
So, this might sound dumb,
It's a pig eat
but I
pig
do
world.
have to ask. Have you always been a pig?
Yes.
Okay.
You always been a woman?
Yes.
Are you sure you're currently one? That's all the answer I needed. And he begins to lead you guys. He begins to lead you guys into the woods. And he says, "I know a safe place where we can rest."
I don't speak pig, but did he just close the gate on the other guys?
Yeah, he did. Sorry, she's vacuuming real quick.
That's fine.
This pig's kind of a dick, huh?
It begins to take off into the forest, and it oinks at you for you to follow it. And as you guys begin to follow, if you choose to, it disappears into the forest, leading you guys to a safe place to rest, where I think we'll end it if you guys are choosing to follow it. If not, then we'll just say we'll end it here before it leaves.
I trust
Um,
Biden.
Gorvim is inside of the amulet again.
I mean, we'll probably follow it since he said, Sarah said we should
Come back
You
stronger.
skedaddle.
Good at finding shelter.
Yeah, my great times 5 million grandfather William led the first adventures for us battle boars, and that's what I intend to be.
That worked. What the fuck?
It's a noble dream.
Well, and I think we'll end it here. So thank you all for watching. As always, I stream on
fun.
TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch,
That was a super good one.
and I'll see you all next time.